Hi, I'm Geoff Hill. I run Toilet Tech Solutions, and here's a fun fact to start this off. Rocky Mountain National Park dug in old pit toilet locations 40 years after the pit toilet had been covered back up with dirt. And they found turds, pee, and a little bit of bulkinage that people had thrown in to try and make a compost. Pretty much preserved identically to when it came out of someone's butt 40 years before. So this is one of the motivating factors that brought me to build Toilet Tech. And I'm sitting on one of our toilet seats, which, if you come in and take a quick look, instead of seeing a pile of poo and turds and pee, what you see is a black conveyor belt. It's slightly sloped so that when people pee, it runs off the front and into a little pipe in the ground. And the poo and the toilet paper, even really runny poo, sticks to the belt, goes up and over the belt, and is separated from the pee. So this, biologically, is the most natural thing humans can do with their waste in an area of density where people are using a toilet. So if you go out in the forest, you watch a deer pee or poo, they don't pee on their poo. Pee goes here, poo goes there. And so this toilet seat tries to mimic the separation of pee and poo. And what that means is that you can't see but anybody's poo, and the poo is decomposable because it doesn't have all the pee and all the ammonia in it. So this system works to reduce the mass and volume and the smell, and where there is a live ecosystem in the soil, can actually degrade, digest, and disappear a lot of the human solid waste. So this system can work for mountain sites, forest sites, and since Toilet Tech's start just about 10 years ago, we have sold and installed some 300 toilet seats throughout North America and South America. And this product is also sold, the toilet seat, by Ecodomio in France. Why is this interesting and important today? We have so many people migrating and flocking to the mountains. Especially during the COVID year, everyone, sought refuge and recreation outside, usually socially distant, but that brought so many more millions of visitors outdoors into the wilderness, and that brought all of their poo and pee into the wilderness. So this product is, and even the concept, not necessarily just the product necessarily, but the concept of separating pee from poo is very attractive for sites with increasing density, and especially in the mountain environment, which is fragile, and in which we can have a great impact with a limited number of people. So the two systems that have evolved out of this that might be appropriate and applicable to certain mountain environments, one called the Waste Away, and that's used by mountains like Camp Muir and Mount Rainier. Longs Peak has a number of toilets at 10, 11, and 12,000 feet, where it's just rocks and no real life in the soil. And there, the solid waste, toilet paper, and poo are collected in bags, and that decreases the mass and volume by about 75%. Leaving a very small and somewhat more manageable mass of material to get out of the mountain environment. And the pee is discharged in those cases into the rocks or into the soil. People are going about peeing anyway, and so there are no pathogens and really only nutrients in human urine. And then the other system is called a decomposing system, which is more appropriate for a part of the mountain landscape that has some soil organic matter and thus invertebrate life. So the solid waste and toilet paper are diverted into a near surface vault. Could be just an earthen hole, or even in some cases on top of the earth itself. And that zone is very active with life, and these invertebrates and bugs that live in that part of the soil will eat, physically ingest and consume and transform human waste into bug waste, which is just generally one step away from soil organic matter. So those are the two systems that we supply and sell, and have had great success. And for other parts of the world, I'm happy to try and help out and share contacts for operators, system design, toilet design, as is Ecodomio in France, who's the manufacturer of the conveyor belt toilet seat itself.